Hello everybody, Love for Life here, bringing you guys a brand new video, and today we got another review because you guys really liked the first review with the Purple Heart Bunny figure, so I thought I'd do another one. Probably my favorite bunny figure in my collection of figures other than the Purple Heart figure, and that is the Stephanie Dola No Game No Life figure. This just came out not that long ago, and it is a beautiful little figure here, and I can't really say little because it's a big figure like all bunny figures, and is an absolutely gorgeous one. And I'm gonna say right now, if you're a big fan of No Game No Life, and especially Stephanie, I gotta recommend it. It's a great looking figure, but let's get down into nitty gritty detail. So this is from Freeing. It is on average in retail about $300, give or take. I ended up having to pay a little bit extra for her from Right Stuff because they were the only places that still had her. They were charging $330 for her, and after taxes and shipping, it was like, I want to say like $360 USD for everything, which is a little much if you ask me, especially for any kind of figure. But for bunny figures, I mean, it's really down to how much you like the character, and I really like Stephanie. She's a great character in No Game No Life. Does not get enough love, in my opinion. Heck, No Game No Life in general doesn't get enough love. Seriously, where's that season 2? But I digress. So let's get into this. First and foremost, you'll notice that she doesn't have a stand. A lot of the bunny figures that are in poses where they don't need a stand, they just don't have one, they don't come with anything. I would have appreciated like a cloth or something to put her on, but well, that's a give or take kind of thing. You know, it wouldn't have been much, but it would have been something just to kind of keep her off the hardwood shelves or anything. And then also, the pose is, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of these kind of crawling poses that a few of the bunny figures have. Most notably the 3 No Game No Life ones. Now, it makes sense for Shiro because Shiro doesn't really have much up top to show off, so of course they would choose a laying down pose for her, which they chose back whenever they made the Shiro bunny figure, and then now that they were releasing Jibril and Stephanie, and Freeing likes to keep all the ones from the same series in a similar pose so that they can all look good together, which they do, or at least Stephanie and Jibril do. I don't have Shiro yet. I do intend on getting her, but however, the way that Stephanie and also Jibril are set up, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab her and show you, is that they are set up to where they, whenever you put them next to each other, they are looking at each other, which is really cool. I like that little detail. And of course Shiro could go in the middle, and then they're looking at each other and Shiro. I will probably cover the Jibril figure at another time in a different video, but that is a really cool little touch that I didn't notice until I put them next to each other. It's really nice. But however, for characters like Stephanie and Jibril, I prefer different poses because they are, well, more top heavy, if you catch my drift. But oh well, this shows off everything just fine in this cute little pose that she's doing. The detailing and texturing is great. As I mentioned in my Purple Heart video, the latex on the actual suit feels pretty darn realistic, close to actual latex. And of course the pantyhose stockings over here are basically real pantyhose stockings. The coloring on her hair is beautiful as well. I love the transition from the crimson red of her hair to the yellow and the green. It looks really good and just really makes her hair pop out. The nice little pin she's got is also really good in terms of everything. The detailing on her back is really good as well. Let me see if I can get that. You can see her back line and everything. And of course also the detailing on the front down here. Even though you don't really get to see it too much with her pose, it is all really good and nicely detailed. Everything about this figure, like with most bunny figures, is just absolutely beautiful, and it's hard to really kind of get a good grasp on how good these bunny figures are until you actually get one in your hands. I know that was how I felt. I was like, I didn't get the appeal of them, and then I got one, and now I got 4 with like 4 more on pre-order. Actually 5 because I just pre-ordered the Salvario one. Oh well, it doesn't come out for a year, so I'm good. This is a really darn pretty figure. I'm not the biggest fan of the texturing on the bunny tail itself. I'm hoping the lighting's good. I'm trying out a different lighting setup, so if you guys let me know down below how the lighting looks, I would love to hear about that. But however, this figure, it's just an absolutely gorgeous figure, and if it wasn't for the Purple Heart figure being, well, Purple Heart, one of my favorite characters from Neptunia, which is one of my favorite gaming and anime, like, oh my god, I love the anime, but it's one of my favorite gaming series. So Purple Heart steals my heart whenever it comes to these figures, but I still absolutely love the Stephanie one. She's got an adorable pose. I love how she's got her arm up so you can actually kind of see everything underneath, if you catch my drift. Unlike G-Bro, who's kind of hiding everything, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. She doesn't have any additional parts or interchangeable stuff to it. There's no posability to it. It's just a simple pose, and it's really good looking. Like, oh my god, I love it. Every time I notice it, I look at it, I notice more detail, and it's just beautiful. Mine came in perfect condition. I don't have any damages or blemishes to it, and the paint job is really good. As with most bunny figures, the eyes especially look really good. Like, seriously, the eyes are really, really, really well done. The face in general. And I love it. If I were to do a rating system, I don't really I don't plan on doing a rating system at least, but like if I did, this would be a 5 out of 5. It's just that good. Beautiful figure. I highly recommend it if you collect bunny figures or heck figures in general. The only real downside, of course, as with all bunny figures, is the price tag. It is expensive, and I've seen the resales go for even more. If you can, try and find her at the closest possible to her original price tag, which is around $300, but yeah, I've seen the resales for brand new in-box and everything going for like $600, $700 on eBay, and it's just insane that people are still trying to sell figures. I don't know. Is anybody actually buying the bunny figures for upwards of $600? I really, really have to ask, because like I'm looking at like the high school DxD ones, and I'm like, these have had 2 runs and they're still upwards of $600 for reruns and everything. And it's just insane. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody's actually buying those at those prices on eBay, but I digress. What do you guys think? If you guys have this figure, let me know how what you think about it. I do intend on getting Shiro eventually. It's on my list. Every time I try buying her, something happens and I end up not being able to get her. Like I actually paid for it one time, and the eBay seller messaged me like the next day and was like, hey, we dropped it in the warehouse and it broke and we don't have a replacement, so here's a refund. I'm like, god dang it. That's my luck. And yeah, I'm hoping that maybe they do a rerun of her. Same thing with the Alyssa God Eater figure. That's like one of the big ones I really want to get, but I digress. What do you guys think? Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I have a ton of figures I plan on doing reviews on and everything. It's just a big passion of mine, along with manga, anime, and video games, of which I all intend on talking about on this channel. So if you like any of those hobbies, hey, maybe subscribe and check out some of my other videos. Again, thank you all. Peace out.